All right, so here we're going to just talk about the concept of what slope is. The slope of a line measures how steep it is. This is a pretty steep line that would have a big slope. This is not a very steep line. The value of the slope would be fairly small, close to zero, I guess you could say. All right, so that's the idea of a slope. Now the actual definition of the slope is the change in y, the change up and down, or the vertical change, divided by the change in x, or divided by the horizontal change. Some people think of that, remember this as the rise, up and down, over the run, okay? Delta y over delta x. This triangle, and that's the Greek letter delta. Delta means change. This is also read as the change in y over the change in x. So this is the formula. Before I talk about that, let me go back to this. It doesn't matter what 2 points you pick on a line to calculate the slope, you're always going to get the same answer. In other words, if I go, these 3 points all lie on this line. If I pick these 2 points, the rise over the run, this distance is the same as this and this are the same distance. This and this are the same distance. Yeah, you're going to get the same number on the numerator and the same number in the denominator. Let's say you use these two numbers to calculate the slope. Then your slope would be the change in y over the change in x. This distance over this distance, they're going to be bigger numbers, but they'll simplify to this over this. The reason why is because this triangle and this triangle, let me get rid of this so you can see it better. This big red triangle and this purple triangle, they're similar triangles. And similar triangles are in proportion. We learned that in earlier videos. So that's another way to think about it. It doesn't matter what numbers you pick that lie on the line, what points. When you use this formula to calculate the slope, you're going to get the same answer. So this is the slope formula that represents the change in y over the change in x. Now, this is why these subscripts, what does this mean? This means they're both y values. The different subscripts of 1 and 2 just means they're different y values. xy, xy, these are different y values. Similarly, 2 and 3 are different x values. x2 and x1. It means they're both x values, that 1 and 2 imply that they're different. So that's what this means. So now the next video, what I'm going to do is we'll continue this and we'll calculate the slope using different points here, and we'll see it, we get the same answer.